Hi, I'm Flip Padot. Welcome to this sneak peek of our upcoming episode, Augur and the Rise of Crypto Prediction Markets. This is an excerpt of my conversation with Joey Krug, co-founder of the Augur Project, one of the pioneers building fully decentralized prediction markets on the blockchain. This is a technically complex and legally murky world where some really fascinating innovation is going on, and Augur is getting ready to release its much anticipated version 2. Joey helps us understand how the cryptos compare to more traditional counterparts in terms of regulation, liquidity, and accessibility to everyday users. Also, a quick programming note, Old Bull TV will be hosting its first ever live event this coming Monday, January 22nd, beginning at 7 p.m. as the results of the Iowa Caucuses roll in. This will likely be the biggest volume day on Predictit since the Kavanaugh hearings, and we'll be focusing on all hell breaking loose in the affected election markets, and hopefully finding you a few ways to make some money. There will be lots of opportunities for you to participate in the show with your fellow traders and your humble host, and even possibly to appear on the show. So head over to oldbull.tv to sign up for that. Thanks, and here's Joey. And so this is a decentralized blockchain-based prediction market, basically, where you can buy and sell your forecasts on what kinds of outcomes.
Yeah, so it's pretty generic in the sense that a user can create, yes or no markets. They can create basically multiple choice markets, and they can also create these things called scalar markets, which have kind of a range, from one number to another number, like 0 to 100 or 0 to 350 or whatever. And so people can make markets on, sporting events is one category, political events is another one. In the first version, there was, some people who made some markets on cryptocurrency prices themselves.
Yeah, so the scalar markets are interesting. So instead of just a yes or a no, you could, we talk a lot about elections betting. You could bet not only on, which party is going to win the White House, but you could say, what's the electoral vote count of the winning party going to be? And if that's trading at 300, but you think it'll be 320, you could take a position in that contract, and then your payout would be larger the higher it goes above the strike price that you're betting on.
Yeah, exactly.
What are the other sort of upsides and downsides of being decentralized in nature and being based on the blockchain, not denominated in fiat currency, and not having a central, market drafting and settlement source?
Yeah, so I'd say, starting with the downsides, I would say, the biggest one is that it's really hard to build this stuff, right? If we were actually operating the platform, we could do so many things so much faster, so much easier. Like if we had the ability to host the UI, if we had the ability to, there's a lot of technical things you could do to make it way faster, cheaper, and easier and better to use.
And which ones tend to be more popular? Is it big ticket sporting events, headline grabbing political outcomes? What tends to do well?
Yeah, so historically it's basically been some of them have been kind of like crypto markets, crypto price markets. There's also been some sporting events, and the third category is like political events that are like not necessarily that many other places have them.
How would you compare Augur to other non-centralized, other blockchain-based prediction markets like Gnosis or Erasure, or a couple of the other projects out there that have had a similar idea, if not the same implementation? What makes Augur different from those others in this space?
Yeah, I would say the main thing is we're pretty for better or worse, kind of dogmatic about it being really decentralized and peer-to-peer. And so the sort of idea is like that when you're using Augur, that you're getting this thing it really is peer-to-peer, end-to-end. And that's like a lot of why like the first version sucked, as a user, because it was starting very early. I think version 2 will be better, and it will kind of continue to improve over time.
So let's talk about version 2. When can traders expect to see it?
Yeah, so let's see. Version 2, we're looking to launch in a few weeks. I'd say the time scale now isn't months, it's weeks. There's sort of a few main things remaining to kind of get ironed out, which is some parts of the 0x integration. So I guess very high level for version 2, the main changes are you're trading effectively in this currency called DAI. It's a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, created by a project called Maker. And then the other one is that trading should be a lot cheaper because it's 0x, you can basically place and cancel orders for free. Filling orders still cost money because it's on Ethereum. Someday that'll eventually, become a lot cheaper, but right now it's still fairly expensive. And so with these kind of two integrations, the stablecoin and 0x, there's been like kind of a good amount of work to like iron out potential issues that have popped up doing these integrations. But I think, we're looking at a scale of weeks to get this thing, get the code published.